Guys, last night I went out to a steakhouse and it was the first time that I'd gone to a nice restaurant like this since selling the Bentley back in December. Well, right when I pulled up to the restaurant, in the front of valet was a silver Bentley Arnage. It was just a gut punch for me to see that car and see that there, and just that reminder of how I used to enjoy that part of going out was just took the wind out of my sail and made me feel the regret of getting rid of that car. So I posted a picture of it on Instagram talking about the regret I felt, and everybody was there to call me an idiot for selling it. But that's the way it goes, and I think you can take the Bentley out of the garage, but there's always going to be that Bentley in my heart. So it has me ready to start looking for something new. Maybe it's another Bentley, maybe it's something else, but I want to share in this video with you the selling process and go into some of the details, because if you are interested in a car like the Bentley Arnage, you want to be thinking about your exit strategy too, because if it's a car you're not going to keep forever, you want to think about selling it. So I want to share a little bit more detail about the selling experience for me and how that went, so you can keep that in mind when you're shopping for a car to buy. So let's dive in and look at my selling experience. I wanted to list the car on former-Bentley.com, the auction website for specialty vehicles. How that works is they ask a bunch of questions about the cars, ask for the pictures, videos, and then they assemble the auction and put it together. It's not like eBay where the seller just puts all the information down they want about the car and that's what's published. So I put together all my pictures. I did a video walk around test drive, provided that to them, and then generally it takes them about 2 weeks from the time you start your order to when the auction goes live. About a week goes by, and then somebody reached out to me and said, when is your auction going live? And I said, it's gonna go live in about a week. I'd submitted all my information, so it should be about another week or so before that goes live. And he seemed anxious to want to buy the car, and he made me an offer for my reserve. And I had the reserve on that car listed at 35. I thought that was a low reserve. I thought it was realistic. I would hate to list that car and not have it meet the reserve. But if you look at Bentley Arnage on former-Bentley.com, the price is all over the place, and it just depends on how well the car is maintained, the history on it, what's known about it, and just how the car is presented. So I've seen them in the 20s. I even think I've seen them in the teens, sell in the teens on that website, and then all the way up to, you know, $60,000 for a similar car. But 35 seemed like a reasonable reserve where the car would sell. I wouldn't be happy with that, but I wouldn't lose my shirt on that. I said I would pull my car at 42. If I got rid of that car for 42, I would be happy with that. We kind of went back and forth, and at the end of the day, he said that he would wire the money to me right away, 40 grand, if I pulled the auction and sold him the car. In the interest of a quick sale and not having to show a lot of people and have people check out the car and have tire kickers.
What advantages does this motor car have over, say, a train? Which I could also afford.
All that kind of stuff that goes along with selling a car. I opted to end the auction early and sell it to him for $40,000, which I think is a great price. I paid just over 45, 46, we'll put the number on the screen. Compare that with any other sort of depreciation when you buy these cars when they're a lot newer. I came out pretty good on that, but we negotiated that price on a Monday, the money cleared on a Tuesday, and a truck was at my house to pick up the car on a Wednesday, so it was a very fast process. It went so fast I almost felt like I was getting scammed, because anytime someone reaches out to you online, you're a little cautious. On Wednesday, that truck showed up to take the car away. I gotta admit, I was a little teary-eyed to see it go, but as he was pulling that car on the trailer, I swear I thought he was gonna just drive it off the edge. He was kind of getting a little, well, I'll put the footage in here, and you can see the tire, he's gonna back up, and he's turning the tire, and it looks like he is about to roll off. I was like panicking, and I was like, I cannot handle that. But eventually, he got the car on the truck safely, and he headed off to Florida, where the car now resides. Now, the new owner, when he received the car, it was actually in pretty rough shape. It was filthy, covered in gritty mud or dirt, and there were scratches on the bumper. And I mean, I took video of the car before it left, so I don't know if he squared that away with a trucking company or what, but he's gotten that car cleaned up. He took that car, and I know it's in good hands, and he seems like a really great guy. In fact, I've got some footage that he shared with me of him in the car.
Hi guys, this is Mark Nathwani. I bought this Bentley from Josh of Josh's World. I saw his 35-minute video on this Bentley. He was about to auction it. I made a deal with him. I wired the money into his bank, and he delivered the most impeccable car that you can ever think or dream of. His 35-minute video was spot on. It's immaculate. I'm driving it now. He delivered a box of all the equipment, the remote control. He FedExed me the title the next day. But it stands up to what he says, and some as well. So Josh, I just want to big you up and say a really, really big Merry Christmas. I know I can't go on enough, and I got to stop rambling on. But Josh, seriously appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy the Bentley, and I'm going to take care of it until either one of us go to our graves. Have a good one.
I know you're going to enjoy that car. You've already shared with me how much you're enjoying it already, and I hope to see that car again. So that process of selling went by really quickly, and I don't know if that would be your typical process if you decided to buy a car like that and you wanted to sell it, because I did put a lot of information about this car online, so maybe there was a lot of publicity. But I honestly think that it isn't the publicity that sold this car quickly for me. It's how I presented it as in my video. Even every negative flaw on the car, I tried to cover it, just so I'm being as honest and transparent as possible. But also, I'm also showing the good of every single record I have with that car is included. So I think that's what's going to make the selling part of ownership so much smoother for you. Keeping the records, documenting everything, being very particular is going to show how important that car is. You might be the person though that's just trying to get a cheap Bentley and going to drive it and trash it around for a year and never do anything and sell it. And if that's the case, that will show to the next buyer. But if you're the type of person who's owning the car for yourself and taking care of it and putting time and money into it, that's going to come back in the sale price and the sale process, is the length of time it takes to sell a car. So I think my sale was quick because it was evident that the car was well taken care of, and the information, everything I had about it, I put it all out there. So I stress honesty with the sale and comprehensiveness. I think those are two important factors that made it a much easier sell for that car compared to so many that you see. When there's so many question marks, those are the cars where the buyer doesn't have a peace of mind. And I think peace of mind is a big selling point on these cars when you're selling them in the end. Creating that peace of mind is creating value in the car. So that's something to keep in mind if you are looking at one of these cars. Take care of it. Your resale price is being calculated from the day you buy the car. So that's it, guys. That's the story of how the car was sold. A lot of information there. In another video, I'm going to go over the nickels, the dimes, every penny that went into that car, whether it was major suspension work to replacing a screw for the license plate frame. I've already begun a spreadsheet on that, and I'm going to go break it down for you. So if you're interested in owning a car like this, you're going to know what goes into ownership, and there won't be a bunch of surprises. That video will come out soon, and that's going to be a geeked out video with lots of nerdy spreadsheet stuff. You'll want to subscribe if you want to see that kind of stuff. I'll also put an article on my website and link to the spreadsheet so you can break it down yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. We are going to do more videos just because the car is gone. I still have more content, still videos sitting on my computer that I've never gotten around to making, so don't give up. You're still going to see some Bentley videos. And I feel like I've got that little germ inside me right now that's looking for something else. So leave your thoughts below. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Okay, Mr. Josh, I know this is going to break your heart a little bit, sir. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to drive it back, but if you look at the state that you sent it in and the state that it arrived in, it's still on the truck, and it's just a mess, and there's paint chipped here. I know for a fact that wasn't there because you got the video of it. So something's hit it over here. But yeah, it's in really bad state. You can see. I don't know if you want to use this video for your channel. If you do, I'm happy to tell your viewers that you are one hell of an amazing man. I've been really excited to get this baby delivered. It's sad that it's in the condition it's in, But we'll get it cleaned up, tidied up, and well taken care of.